So the woman hurried away from the tomb, afraid yet filled with joy, and ran to tell his disciples. Suddenly Jesus met them. "Greetings," he said. They came to him, clasped his feet, and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee. There they will see me."
I know lots of you as families have been doing school at home over the last few weeks, and that now you're on a break over Easter. So just in case your brains have got a little bit rusty, I want to test you on your maths skills. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give you two numbers to add together, and then 5 seconds to try and work out the answer. During those 5 seconds, the first person to shout out the correct answer in your house wins. Simple. If you need a pen and paper to help, then pause the video and go and get that now. Okay, are you ready? Here are the first two numbers for you to add together. 3 plus 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you get the answer? The answer was 9. Well done if you got that. Okay, here are the second two numbers. Are you ready? Bit trickier. 48 plus 29. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you get it? Were you the first? What's the answer? 77. Okay, here's the final one. Really tough. Are you ready? 157 plus 306. 5, 4, 3, 2. Have you got it yet? 1. Oh, time's up. Did you get it? Tough one. What's the answer? 463. Well done. Give me a cheer if you were the winner. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Well done. Did you know that you've been part of another sum already this morning? Not a sum using numbers, but a sum that pieces together the things that have happened in the verses of Matthew 28. Do you remember where we began? Mary going to the tomb, feeling helpless and hopeless. Why? Jesus was dead. That's sum part 1. Then an angel from God appears with earthquakes and lightning, and he tells the women to come and see where Jesus lay. He wasn't there. Why? Jesus has risen. That's sum part 2. And as we look at these final few verses, the women have these two parts of the sum. Jesus was dead, plus Jesus has risen. But did you hear how they're feeling as they hurry away from the tomb? Afraid, yet filled with joy. They're still trying to figure out the answer. They know something has happened, something different, something special, and it fills them with joy, but there's still a tinge of fear. What does it mean? Was it real? Were we dreaming? Does it matter? But then suddenly, someone steps into their fear and confusion. It's him. It's really him. It's Jesus. We were looking for the answer, and now we have it. It's him. Jesus was dead, plus Jesus has risen, equals Jesus is alive. Have you ever tried to build a house of cards? If you haven't, maybe you could try it this afternoon. You take some cards and you place them beside each other in triangles, and then on top of each other in more triangles, up and up and up and up. But if you're not careful, what happens? All the cards come tumbling down. You see, if Jesus was dead, or if Jesus has risen, but then died again a few years later, then the Christian faith is just like a tumbling stack of cards. It doesn't hold up. It doesn't stand strong. It's a waste of time, of everyone's time, mine and yours. But Jesus isn't dead. Jesus has risen. And so Jesus is alive. Alive now. Alive today. Alive forever. And so, if you're feeling broken, you can be fixed. If you're feeling empty, you can be filled. If you're feeling lost, you can be found. Why? Jesus is alive. If you're feeling helpless, there is help. If you're feeling hopeless, there is hope. Why? Jesus is alive. You can have your sins forgiven and have a living relationship with the God who made you. Why? Jesus is alive. You can have peace and security no matter what comes your way. Why? Jesus is alive. You can trust him with your life. Why? Jesus is alive. And when it comes to the end, you can trust him with your death. Why? Jesus is alive. Jesus was dead, plus Jesus has risen, equals Jesus is alive. The question is, what will you do with it? I pray that you will do what Mary and Mary do. Did you hear it? They throw themselves at the feet of Jesus in worship. Because of who he is, because of what he's done, they throw everything they've got, everything they are, on the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. And I invite you today to do the same. Why? Jesus is alive. As we finish, here's a chance for you to respond in song to what you've heard. Please feel free to sing along at home, or maybe just reflect on the words of these next two songs and the great truths they point to. Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God, and thine be the glory.